Okay, so hey my honeys, this is another video I'm doing. So I'm gonna talk to you guys today about my wig experience. So first of all, I used to never wear wigs or extensions. Well, I wore like braids and stuff. To me that's different than wearing wigs or getting a weave. So okay, I'm gonna go into that. When I first started my hair journey in 2013, I was wearing like clip-ins. So what that is a track, and then you sew it to like a clip, like a barrette, and you clip it in your hair. And I only did that for fullness and for length. And it's crazy because I did all of that just to wear it in a bun, because I wanted my hair to be fuller and, you know, longer. Now, if it's really hard for me to talk now because I have shortness of breath. Okay, so yeah, back in 2013 is when I started wigging it, basically. This is when I first started my hairfinity journey also as well. So I wore wigs the whole entire time, to the point where people thought it was my hair, because I bought the same exact wig all the time just for it to look more natural and to look like my hair. Now the trick about doing this was, what I did, I wore a curly one because my hair is curly. So what I did was I kept like this part of my hair out, while the back was I had it in 2 braids, and I kept that underneath the wig. Now I don't recommend you sleeping with it like I did, but like I said, I was so uncomfortable with my hair at that time that I didn't want to see it unless I was washing it. So I would wear it at night. I would wear it like it was mine basically all day long. Now the problem with that is I wore it for a year, 15 months. So it took me 15 months to get from like I was here to like bra strap length, and I was fine with that. So I stopped wearing them after that, for that time period. So what I did during that time is, when it was time to wash my hair, I would deep condition once a week. And after I deep condition, I would not touch my hair again until the next week. So how I do leave-ins and stuff like that, I was not doing that back then because I didn't feel the need to, because my hair was never out, it was covered. I would still wash it once a month, and I deep condition once a week. Now the problem with that is not my routine, but the fact that I kept the wig on the whole time. It had a comb in it. So I used this particular wig as more of a, it was supposed to be a half wig, but I guess I used it as a 3/4 of a wig, because like I said, I only had this part out just for it to blend better. And most of the time for me, it would blend better when I braided the front at night, and then I took it out because it was like a wavy kind of curl. The problem with that is it was a comb. So every time my hair itched, I would like go like this, and in the process of me doing that, I had like a bald spot where it seemed like my hair was receding. Do not do that, because you don't want that. Now the good thing about that is that I know what not to do, so I can tell you guys. So it's better to get a wig that's closer to your hair, so you don't have to manipulate your hair too much, or get a full lace wig, which I'll talk about that in a minute. Now the bald spot I had, it took me about a month and a half for it to really grow back, and that was after like I deep conditioned. It didn't take that long for me to get that hair back. So I was worried about, like, I was freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh, I have a bald spot, but it wasn't that bad. Now, so I don't know about you guys, but I had a problem with coloring my hair. Like, I love color, and that's why I started my hair journey over again, because I decided with my sister to go gray after I had like blue black, and that's like a really dark color to beyond blonde. And at that time, I'm just like, oh, I want it done, and my beautician's telling me don't do that, and she processed my hair 3 times, and it was so disgusting. I just ended up cutting everything. But anyway, so during that time, if you guys have seen my pictures on Instagram, I've had a gray hair, I had a long black one, and then I had like a short brown curly one. Now the curly one I was telling you guys about before, that I started in 2013, that one was a half wig, or like a ponytail. Now the ones that I've used before, and the gray and the long black one, those are lace wigs. Now the difference with those is they look more realistic, in the sense of you can cover your whole head with them, and they still have like a part, so you can so it's more, it's I don't know if that one's easier to deal with. Okay, but with that one, with the black one, I kept on all day long too. I didn't take it off because again, I didn't want to see my hair. With the gray one and the brown one, I wore when I felt like it. So it was like different occasions that I wore those. When I wanted to switch up a color, if I wanted to look like I had a short cut. Those are really, really good for that, especially if you don't want to do anything to your hair. Now, with the lace front wigs, you have to be careful because they can pull out your hair. So you have to wear a wig cap. What I did was I wore a silk or satin headscarf. I put that under the wig cap. So I put that on first, then I put the wig cap on to cover everything, and then I put the wig on. Just because the wig cap is like a stocking, and I didn't really want that friction against my hair personally. So yeah, but overall, protective styles, first of all, if you're gonna get a wig, get a good wig. Make sure it's not like, if you're gonna get a cheap one, you're gonna have to keep buying it over and over and over and over and over again. Now, if you don't use it as much, you can keep it for a while. And it's easier to take it. It's easier. I would recommend that you take it off at night and you only wear it when you're going out, because then it'll last longer. Human hair is the best, but if you're gonna get synthetic, that's fine too. Just be careful because you don't wash these wigs. So I never washed my wigs. And when I had the curly black one that was closer to my hair that I left out, that I told you guys I had the comb, that one I would buy about every 3 weeks, only because once it started to get like, it was a cheaper one, it was like $30. Once it started to get stuck together, it was like no combing it out. It's like, it was disgusting. So it's just like I would buy a new one, and I kept going to the same beauty supply store to get that one. So that was good for me, that I was able to do that. So if you're gonna wear wigs, I recommend you do not neglect your hair, because the whole point of a protective style is for you to use less manipulation, but that doesn't mean completely not care about your hair at all, because underneath it could get matted. A whole bunch of things can happen to it. You can lose hair if you're not taking care of your hair. It can get very dry and brittle, and you don't want that. So I recommend, if you want to do wigs, do it. It's a really good protective style. Now, if you're one of those people who want to do weaves is a good protective style too, but you have to be careful about who does your hair, because if it's too tight, it will pull your hair out and then you won't have edges, and you don't want that either. The whole point of a protective style is to protect your hair for you still to look cute. Now, this has been my protective style. Like, I love this style, but I wish my hair was a lot well, my hair is longer, so it shrinks, but a lot longer in the sense like the twist came like down here, because then I feel like that I won't look like such a little girl, but I really don't care about that anymore. So I've been doing this because it's easier for me, and it's really taking out time. So I know, like, guys, I told you guys before that I had a routine with before, and I deep conditioned twice a week. I'm not doing that right now because I'm very lazy. So I need to very much protect my hair, so I don't have to do that. Before, my hair was out, so I had to do it because it was drying out faster. So now I don't have to do it as much. I still shampoo once a month. I deep condition at least once every 2 weeks now. But I also make sure that I use some type of leave-in. Like, I use this today because I just did my hair. Can you guys see that? Okay, this is the Main Choice Give It To Me Straight Silk and Shine Leave-In Detangler Conditioner. So I used this to spray my hair. I detangled it. And I used this, my Tangle Teaser, to detangle my hair. I got this from Sephora. I love this thing. It's like so soft, and it just goes with your hair so it's not pulling on it. But anyway, back to my wigs. If you guys are going to do that, I recommend you do it. Okay, so if you didn't get anything from this video, right? My first thing to tell you, do not neglect your hair while you're wearing protective styles, wigs, weaves, any of that. Do not neglect your hair. Make sure you have moisture in it. Those are my two top things. Also with the wigs, make sure it matches you. Don't get a wig that looks crazy on you, because then everybody's gonna know it's fake. Like, I used to walk around with my curly hair like, yeah, this is my hair, I bought it, type thing. So I had it on so much, I was like, this is my hair, this is mine. I would cut it down to the point where I feel like it looked more realistic on me, because the wig came all the way down here. I was like, that looks disgusting. To me, it looked crazy. So I cut it up to right here. So it was curly here and it looked real realistic. So it looked like it was my hair. Now, I advise you to get, if you're going to leave your hair out and do a half wig thing, I advise you to get the same type of curl pattern or the same type of pattern as your hair and the same color so that it blends better. Now, if you're going to do the full lace wig, I recommend you put a silk scarf on, then a wig cap, then the lace wig, just so you know that you're protecting your hair. And at least once a week, deep condition your hair, put a leave-in in there, seal it with oil, and go back to wearing your wigs. Now, be careful with putting so much product in your hair, because if you put the wig on right away like I used to do, which is not good, it gets very oily and you don't want that. So you still want the wig to look natural, but not like weighed down, because you know wigs automatically they don't look, some of them don't look fake is what I'm trying to say. So if you put too much oil in your hair might absorb it, but the wig won't. So every time you like lean your head against stuff, it gets completely greasy, and that's disgusting. You don't want to walk around looking like, you know, somebody was frying you with grease. Now, but that's all for this video. If you guys have any other questions or if I missed anything, I'm sorry. You can write in the comments below. But yeah, this was just a quick video for you guys. To let you know that if you want to do wigs, go ahead and do it, because there's nothing wrong with that. It's a good protective style. My hair again went from chin length to all the way down the middle of my back in 15 months. And okay, on top of that, again, each time I've had my wigs or my hair journey, I have not put any heat in my hair. Like, low manipulation and moisture is key when you're trying to grow your hair. Okay, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.